IndyCar fans miss seeing this face around the garage area. Good news, she's back at least for one race, hopefully more with Andretti Autosport. Welcome back. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Big news, obviously. What's it feel like to be back in IndyCar?
Well, it's really special. You know, I've missed it, and I have some unfinished business here in IndyCar, and being part of Andretti Autosport is a really special feeling. So really looking forward to go down the St. Pete.
Let's talk about that unfinished business. What exactly are we talking about here?
Well, I think, in IndyCars, I think I had some good races, and there's still a little bit more consistency that has to be had, and I think I can do this in this team, so I'm really looking forward, and hopefully get some wins and something like that.
All right, so before we get too far down the road here, let's take a look back the last couple of years. What have you been doing? Explain to fans where you've been and how things have progressed here.
Yeah, so pretty much I finished the 2013 season at KV Racing, and then went to Europe, got a chance to go test with Sauber, and it was kind of okay.
Formula One,
yeah. So it was kind of a dream that I've always had, and it was something I had a pretty good option to try this, and tried it out. Unfortunately, Formula One nowadays is not what it's supposed to be, but I think it was. I think I showed I had the pace, and that was what was important. But definitely for me, it was important to be racing, and as a racer, I think the IndyCar series is the best series you can see. I've seen some Formula One, and you looked at it, and you see two cars up front kind of running away, and the other ones back there. So in IndyCar, I think as a driver, it's the funnest you can have and the most competitive, and that's kind of what I was really looking at, and getting the chance to drive here for Andretti, I think, is really special for me.
When you say Formula One wasn't what you thought it was, explain that a little bit.
No, it's not that I'm saying, it's not what I thought it was. I think
it's very political sport over there.
It is, yeah. It's really political, and I think every driver kind of dreams of driving one of those cars one of days, and I got the chance to do it, and it is Formula One, and they kind of make their own decisions over there, and it is what it is. It's hard to say, but it was a good experience. But for sure, I want to be racing, I want to be winning, and I think this is the series where I can do this.
Well, you touched on it. I mean, you go over there, only really a couple teams have a shot at winning races over here. You come over here, you look at the list of guys that have won in the last couple. Now here you are, Andretti Autosport, really one of the better teams out there. You've got a shot at winning a race no matter where you go.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you look at the races in IndyCar, I think exactly like I said, as a racer, it's the best series because there's always a chance to be running up front and to win, and that's kind of what I missed. I missed the racing and the fighting out there on track, and there's always chances, and hopefully St. Pete will be a good one for us.
What do you think of these cars now with all the wings and everything?
I think they look cool. Yeah. I think the new cars look really cool, and I think the Honda Aero kit looks even a little bit cooler. It has a lot. It looks like there's a lot of downforce. Not
and you're
that
driving a Honda.
I am driving a Honda, but I think it looks really cool. Now it's going to be interesting how it is on track. And I think all of us, are just looking forward to getting behind the wheel and just see what it can do.
All those wings, all that downforce, no power steering, so you got to work out here,
Yeah, it's funny actually, because when I went back to Europe, the Formula One car has power steering, so I don't think I lifted any weights for most of the year, and I called my trainer in November, and I was like, oh my God, okay, it's looking like I'm going back to IndyCar, so we really have to kind of get the muscles back, and so we've been working hard, and hopefully it's enough for St. Pete.
Speaking of working out, it's all worked out. Great to have you back in Indianapolis.
Thank you.